told the boss man so he'd know, hey, I'm going to Winfield. I'm gonna camp down by the river in the pecan grove. I'm gonna jam all night with the ghost of split-lip Rayfield. Spend my days in a haze by a stage where the bluegrass grow. I'll spend my days in the shade by a stage where the bluegrass grows. The boss man laughed and said, you must be crazy if you think that I would ever let you go. That bluegrass talk is crap, you're just lazy. Then he laughed and spit tobacco on the floor. He laughed and spit tobacco on the floor. I said, mister, are you listening? Did you hear me say, I'm going to Winfield. I'm gonna camp down by the river in the pecan grove. I'm gonna jam all night with the ghost of split-lip Rayfield. Spend my days in a haze by a stage where the bluegrass grows. I'll spend my days in the shade by a stage where the bluegrass grows. The boss man laughed and said, you must be crazy if you think you'll have a job when you get back. And if there's three things that I hate, it's dumb and lazy. Then he smiled and said, what do you think of that? He smiled and said, what do you think of that? I said, mister, are you listening? Did you hear me say, I'm going to Winfield. I'm gonna camp down by the river in the pecan grove. Gonna jam all night with the ghost of split-lip Rayfield. Spend my days in a haze by a stage where the bluegrass grows. I'll spend my days in the shade by a stage where the bluegrass grows. Anyway, I'm going to Winfield. I'm going to camp down by the river in the pecan grove. I'm going to jam all night with the ghost of Split Lip Array Field, and spend my days in a haze by a stage where the bluegrass grows. I'll spend my days in the shade by a stage where the bluegrass grows. I'll spend my days in a haze by a stage where the bluegrass grows. We've been doing that for years now. Hey, thank you guys so much. I'm really glad to be here tonight. And I'm really glad to see Jess over here in the hallway. Hey, I want to tell you, I got some of my best friends here I get to play with tonight. And, I want to introduce you. My friend Nathan Baker, also known as Twister Savant. You know, he's been traveling around the country for the last 8 years like a gypsy, pulling his camper trailer. Basically going wherever he wants to, but I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, he ended up back here in Wichita recently. Sits for his end game, you know, he's hanging out with me. Anyway, we played together like in the Prairie Fire band, which was from Norwich. I played with Evan Burkett. We had a band, late 70s, early 80s. Anyway, Nathan was in that band. And my good friend over here, I've been playing with Billie Preston since 2008. It's been a while. Anyway, she's a folk singer from Wichita, Kansas, and she's the only reason I've ever played any gig. So. This next song we're going to play. There used to be this place where we'd go to jam, actually for 8 years in Wichita. It was called Grandma's Farm. And, you know, you take Ridge Road north as far as you could go, past 53rd Street North, it'll turn into a dirt road. Then you take that dirt road down till you come into a sign that says, "No trespassing, do not enter." And you go down through that gate, another quarter mile or so, and there's an old house there that was known as Grandma's Farm. We had these jams there on the second Saturday of every month. They started at dark 30. Anyway, one Saturday I got there early, and I was sitting there, this big fire pit with this big circle of state chairs and benches and stuff around it, and I was sitting there by myself. Started writing this song. It's called "A Music Night at Grandma's Farm." It's music night at Grandma's farm. The sun is sinking slow. In the shadow of a barn, the moon is soft and low. But soon they'll come, one by one, riding in their cars, with mandolins, violins, banjos and guitars. Mandolins, violins, banjos and guitars. It's music night at Grandma's farm. The moon is on the rise. Nothing seems to matter now. The who's or what's or why's. The songs they bring to play and sing. Welcome, here they are. With mandolins, violins, banjos and guitar. Mandolins, violins, banjos and guitar. It's music night at Grandma's farm. We're gathered round the fire. Time and place is lost in space. A warm acoustic choir. Both musically and magically escape the clubs and bars. With mandolins, violins, banjos and guitar. Mandolins, violins, banjos and guitar. It's music night at Grandma's farm. The moon is full and bright. They know somehow the time is now to play away the night. To laugh and sing and play their strings beneath the twinkling stars. With mandolins, violins, banjos and guitar. Mandolins, violins, banjos and guitar. They know somehow the time is now to sing beneath the stars. With mandolins, violins, banjos